Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a video that I wanted to make to help you guys learn Japanese and some of the things that helped me personally and that I did in order to learn Japanese. Now, I want to start off by telling you in my daily life there are 4 skills to speaking, reading, writing, and listening. Personally, I do a lot of listening. And my second strongest skill would be speaking, but I don't really do a lot of reading, and I would say writing is the lowest for me. I do work for I do work as a teacher, so sometimes I have an opportunity to talk with my students in Japanese, exchange some words, and learn a few things here and there. But I think the majority of the time I am listening. So anyway, let's get started with the tips. Now, the first thing that I want to share with you is an application that a student showed me, and I use this frequently in my daily life. This application is great. It's a dictionary, Japanese English dictionary. It is called Shirabe Jisho, and this application is great because if you want to search a word, for example, let me go into the application, and if I want to search apple, and I will get the result in English and in Japanese. And apple, the word apple is ringo, and it's very easy to see. Or if I want to search for a word, for example, hot, in Japanese atsui, I can put the word in Romaji, and it'll give me the result in Hiragana or Katakana, and that is very great as well. So you can search English words, or you can search Romaji words, and you'll get the result. For example, I can search something like maybe hanami, hanami, which is cherry blossom, which is going to happen very soon here in Japan. So I searched the word in Romaji, hanami, and I got the word. And you can also, if your Japanese is a little bit more advanced, you can search in Kanji. There's many things that you can do. Now, this is only for iOS, but I have an iPhone now. Before, I used to have an Android, and I use a very, very similar application called Takoboto. And essentially, it works the same way. It's a Japanese English dictionary, and you can type the word in Romaji. So I really recommend this one as well for Android users, because that's the one that I used when I had a Galaxy. Now, the other thing that I do recommend is not necessarily an application, but it's this book. This is the first book that I ever tried. This is Japanese Hiragana Katakana for beginners. When I was studying Japanese, this is the first book that I ever used to learn Japanese before I searched anything on YouTube, anything like that. Very, very helpful. As you can see, I completed most of the book. I would say like 95% is done. And this system helps you learn the correct stroke order and how to write correctly. And quite frankly, it doesn't take a long time to learn Hiragana and Katakana, and it helps you out tremendously if you're coming to Japan in the future and you know Katakana, Hiragana, because if you go to a convenience store and you want to buy something, chances are you're going to need at least Katakana and Hiragana. There are items that have Kanji, but most of them are in like most of them are Hiragana, Katakana, unless it's very, very specific and instructions. but for names, like toilet paper and things like that, is katakana and hiragana. So I really recommend that you at least know the basics. And that leads me to the next tip. Now, I'm not sure if this book is sold in the US. Maybe it's not. After learning some katakana, hiragana, I also used this book. This is, I don't think they have this in the US, but this is 1,000 words for the N5. Personally, I haven't taken any proficiency test, but what I like about this is like it's very easy Japanese. And let me see if I can show you something here. For example, the word today is kyo. And let me see, what else do they have? Tomorrow is ashita. So it's, like I said, it's written in hiragana. So if you did study hiragana, katakana, you can read this and you can learn some new vocabulary. So I think what I'm just trying to say here is that once you learn hiragana, katakana, you can get a book that will teach you N5. In Japan, there's 5 proficiency tests. It starts off, N5 is the lowest level, and you go to N4, N3, N2, N1. N1 is super high level. I think even some Japanese cannot even pass the test because it's just like so extreme. I think that if you want to get if you get N2, it's more than enough. That's like super fluent. And N5 doesn't get you a Japanese job, but there's a lot of words that you can learn in N5. There's some kanji involved. And I think the hardest part about learning Japanese is learning kanji. And the final book that I recommend is this one that I've recently picked up. I think this book is maybe very popular. I think I've seen this sold in the US, I think. And this is the Kanji dictionary. It has 2,500 words, which is, I think it's a lot of kanji, and it takes a long time. Personally, I've studied some kanji. I haven't. I don't know too much. Like I said, I'm not really that interested in reading manga and things like that. But I guess if you are, then you would need to study kanji so you can learn how to read, how to read at a fluent level. But yeah, I think that kanji very, very hard. And I don't know, I guess everybody's experience is different because personally, like I said, I don't really have a need for reading, and I never have an opportunity to write anything. So it does help to practice writing. It does help, but honestly, I barely even write my name or the date or basic things like that. It's like very, very rare. Very, 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 very rare. Most of the time, you're probably going to be speaking or you're going to be listening. That's what happens. I like to listen, learn some new words, practice what I listen with my students, and they're like, "Oh, Nihongo Jozu," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you very much, thank you very much." But yeah, I wanted to share these 3 things because in the future, after this situation with the coronavirus is finished and you come to Japan, I want to tell you that if you know some Japanese, your experience is going to be very nice. You don't need Japanese to come to Japan, but if you do know, if you're traveling by yourself, it definitely helps. I don't want to say that you don't need it, but it definitely helps. Anyway, I think that's all the tips that I have for now. I can make some more videos about Japan, which I'm definitely very interested in making. And usually I don't really do these face cam videos as much. I most of the time is because my son, like, he cries and stuff like that. But anyway, that's all I have for today. and more videos coming soon. And if you're interested in any of the books, I'll just leave the link in the description for the US Amazon store and Japan Amazon store. I don't know where you guys are watching, but anyway, that's all for now. And I hope this helped you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.